What up, collective? It's me, girl, HighPriestess Unicorn. It's me, girl, HighPriestess Unicorn. Yeah, I got to have my beverage. Let's push him over here. Oh, I turned them on, didn't I? First, I need to clear the energy. I think I might need my crystal, actually. Do not use.
I'm gonna try to get through this without cussing. But forget all of y'all that made me fall in love with Disney and Marvel. Because evil is not supposed to prevail. What is happening right now? What is happening? I wake up to the news that the big, beautiful
What up, guys? In the place to be. What up, guys? In the place to be. Actually, I did actually say I wanted to get in there relatively early, so here goes. Let's wait for him to come on a second. My herbal tea. I don't want to put it on the table purely because. Is that better? I think it's doing really good. I've been using what's it called? NAD. Yeah. I just love the way that sounds. I think I may have to grab my crystals. Has anybody watched that the movie Sinners? I want to go and see that. I literally do. I am dying to go and see that. But first things first, excuse me. It was in the new box today. The Shaman. Nice for it to be at the bottom today, though. Yeah. The Shaman card. Wasn't yesterday a lovely day? I spent a good few hours. I sat in the sun, grounding my feet. It was good. And enjoyable. But I have noticed that let's just say that there's a very somberness to the energy. I gotta make sure my volume's up first, because the last time I was on there, in here, I know it's a bit dry, like I've been sleeping, but the what's it called? The new health routine I've been adjusting to, let's just say that it's going quite well. Very well, in fact. Very, very, very well. As a matter of fact. So much so that it's been feeling really good. One thing I have noticed is like my skin does feel different. You could say I've noticed more of like a shine, like a gloss, so to speak. But yeah, doing swimmingly well, darling, swimmingly well. Has anybody else been hearing like these crazy crashes here and there? Let's just get them all out, eh? Hey. see what's coming in for our collective. Same thing again. I get up super early for a reason. And it's really funny that oh damn, that's what it was, isn't it? Yeah, it's really funny that let's just say that we know some people like to meet up in groups. That is relations playing out. That's what I can see. I felt a very somber energy, whereas before it felt like very closed in, if that's the word to use, closed in, but not so much now. So yeah, I believe we're fighting quite a few battles, in fact. As you know, you don't deal with flesh and blood, and you deal with powers and principalities. It's just nuts how once you're awake, you see the huge amount of people that dabble in this shit or choose to jump on the bandwagon or they're easily swayed down the wrong path. I would never condone it, but I get it. There's my little squirrel friends waiting to feed my little squirrel friends. I feed them every morning. Yeah, and then the seagulls come and steal their food. But yeah, and it never ends well. Literally never ends well. Ooh. Spirit, do you have to just dash the cards like that? I spend more time bending over picking up cards. Yeah. The Eight of Pentacles is financial success and material security with the Temperance card. So a lot of you resonate with what's going on. A lot of you are waking up, I guess, and stepping into your, or unlocking and awakening your divine energy. Good for you. Good for you. A lot of you are in Temperance energy. Not all, but most. Not all, but most. But the fact of the matter is you're going the right way. Of course, you're going to have those that are, let's just say, are still tied to certain, or let's just say, dirty contracts behind closed doors. But they're getting karma anyway, so it is what it is. And the fact that you're still here, they're not going to stop your flow. They're not going to stop your flow. They may think because they work with certain organizations or was paid by certain organizations, government officials, that includes family, they're tied. I already said like they failed the mission. So you're kind of at a point where they're being bullied or they're going to be the scapegoat for the rest of the year. So try and keep the ones that believe that they're hidden. And you know what's funny? They stalk your platforms just to see what you're going to say. This is how not smart they are. Because they just assume you only see what comes out in the cards. Why do you think we was given the position we was given? The keeper of secrets. Is that why you try to hack our minds? But anyway, for some of you, you're actually you have a new idea, I believe, or some type of business plan, and I can guarantee you it's gonna be fruitful. So move accordingly, because you know what these people are like. They like to hack your devices and spy and all that bullshit. So you already know they're on your social media, so it is what it is. Even the ones hiding on your YouTube. Hey, Karmics. But anyway, for some of you, you was given a divine download of a business idea that came to you kind of like, or you saw something and like out of the blue, something went off. And basically, I'm ready to confirm that you need to jump on it ASAP. Because you know what happens in it? Because everywhere has walls, even these monitoring spirits. So when you breathe just a few little words of whatever it may be, they're in it. If you think this trying to listen through your devices, like I said, they're hacking and tracking your movements, waiting for you to trust someone enough and let out whatever it is. Don't. But I don't think you will, but I think every time you're going to, something in your head's gonna like, or you're gonna get one of your spirit guides that's gonna like grab in the back of the neck and be like, yeah. Or, because I've had that before, where I've gone to say something and not that I didn't realize it because I was excited. And out of nowhere, I literally started poking the back of my head and I looked around thinking like, is someone taking the piss? And there's no one there. And the person was looking at me like, is everything okay? I was like, it's fine. Do you understand? One of them ones. But yeah. You've got to jump on it quick because it's going to be fruitful. Literally. It could be hours, minutes, days. I'm getting like literally within a few weeks, you're going to see a drastic change, a dramatic change in your financial life. Anything else to clarify the temperance card, spirit, peace, and function? What does the collective need to know? Is that how you're moving today, spirit? Somebody's lost the 9 of Cups. Ooh. And a 2 of Wands in the reverse. So whatever, it could be one of two things. It could be sometimes you might have thoughts or plans that doesn't align with what God wants you to do. So whatever you believe you may accomplish is not gonna happen. So don't take it as a rejection, because it's a blessing in disguise. It means you just need to redirect somewhere else. On the flip side of it, this is the karmic. So someone losing their happy home, their joy, everything that they built off of whatever they stole or mimicked from others, and whatever they was expecting to accomplish, they ain't. It's not happening. I'm ready to let you know it's not happening. Throat chakra blockages ain't gonna work. So yeah, this is why I say it's very vital that you keep it to yourself. Literally. I know it's not. I know it's easier said than done. I get it because I've done that where I've had things in the pipeline. I've had ideas and creations stolen from me, speaking to the wrong people, or writing it in my phone. Don't do that because they hack that shit. Do you understand? And that's how they're able to find out exactly whatever you're researching or planning or whatever ideas you have, and then they steal it. And then they use their little corrupt buddies to set it all up to make it look as though they was the creator of it. When in truth be told, they stole it. So yeah, whatever they was looking to accomplish, they didn't. Whoever they was trying to get to jump on the bandwagon or partner or couple up with or work with, whatever the case may be, either they've seen the red flags or they absolutely know what this person's up to. Because some people make art out of lying. I'll just say that. They know who they are and we know who they are. And they know that we know who they are. Those are the cunning tricks of these type of narcissistic individuals. Yeah. Some of us are resting after some sort of strain of battle. I know it's spiritual, obviously, because clearly they can't do shit in the 3D. And because they're scaredy cats, because they know that they're being looked at now. Because they did a bit too much of that. But for some of you, they are still trying to plot and plan, but I won't worry about it because they can't do anything. They think they can because they're that deluded. But I get it's kind of sometimes you really want to just blurt things out and you can't. I've made that mistake already, and yeah, it wasn't nice. Kind of getting reprimanded by the Most High is not very nice. It's something that literally shakes your core. That's the best way I can describe it. So you know that you've effed up in some way, shape, or form. And then you've got this is in the upright. So basically, whatever they're basically trying to mess up every aspect of your life, trying to block anything you're trying to do. That's why I said keep shit quiet because it's not going to work. So whatever it is you are doing, it will have a positive outcome. There's nothing you can do to stop it. You just need to just you can't stop my voice. You just need to remember to continue to move in silence and move accordingly. These people know that basically time's running out. Time's run out already, and everything they've done this far has failed. So they're literally, people are like desperate, like dire straits. That I told you. That came up in the reverse, so that means they thought they wanted to put a death to everything with you, maybe even a physical death for some of you. A lot of you. I need to do work. Return to sender. May it rest with the wicked. But yeah, it's like they wanted to put a death to your transformation. They wanted to put a death to everything in your life. They wanted to put a death to you ascending. And they wanted to put a death to everything that makes you you. Because believe it or not, like, I'll give myself an example. I'm not the type of individual, I know who I am, it is what it is, but I'm not the kind of person that goes around acting like I'm the big shit. That's not my nature. But these people in these little organizations, they know exactly who you are. So they've been preparing people to strategically to set into your life to kind of like downplay you, downtrod you, abuse you, siphon energy from you, steal from you, so forth and so forth, to keep you in that low vibrational state. And then you got these weirdo doppelgangers that are mimicking you, emulating everything you do, dressing like you, talking like you, speaking like you, even trying to do hand gestures like you. But at the same time, when you listen carefully, they spend at least 12 hours out of the day slandering you, be it though behind closed doors. They emulate and copy everything you do. For some of you, they've even impersonated you. They've impersonated you. But it was helped by other comic individuals, i.e., comic family members. They've been trying so hard to put you at an imbalance. This is so sad. This is so sad with all the attacks that they've done, but they believe that because they were using their little dark magic and energy work, even doing things where they can send like little frequencies, like through like your Wi-Fi box or like through your phone and shit like that. I can't know because it's been done to me. Have you ever been on your phone and you pull the phone from here and you look at your phone and you can see condensation behind the screen? Exactly. Does your phone overheat for no reason? Does your battery, like if you've just charged it, you've left your house with 100% battery, you barely use it, but then the first time you go to use it, within 5-10 minutes of you being on your phone, your battery's going to like 15%. That's a big red flag. Do you understand? But yeah, they failed. They couldn't have you at an imbalance. They tried. If anything, I wouldn't say they knocked you down. Trying to block my throat again. Shit ain't gonna work. You don't have no power over your society. But they tried to make what they did. They did turn people against you or make people jump on the bandwagon. For the most part, they paid people to do this, so it looked like there was a whole collective of the same individuals that felt the same way. But you got to think to yourself, they're all just broken, unhealed, bitter individuals. And what they project is truly what they loathe about themselves. I wouldn't say hate because that's a very strong word, but they'd like you to feel about yourself the way they feel about their self. But they have to hide it and mask it by being the loudest in the room or like showing off, look what I got, look what I got, look what I can do. Even to the point of bragging about certain things that they've done to certain individuals because they find it funny, but they will don't do it amongst birds with a feather that flock together. That makes any sense? Yeah, I'll just say that much. But the sun card is here. It's like when we speak, I wouldn't say it's like it echoes. You know, like you speak in a mountain and that like echoes. That's when we speak truth. This is what they don't like. You see, is like people listen. There's something in the vibration of our words. Do you understand? That hit differently. If that makes any sense. That's the best way I can describe it. And that's something that no matter how much they try, that's why they got these magic on people. They can't mimic that. You see. But they do a good copy, though. I'll give you that much. Do you know what I mean? But if you look closely and you listen closely and you be very observant, there's always telltale signs. Do you understand? They can only fake it to a certain extent. Do you know what I mean? But the ones that are the blueprint, we're always the same. Good, bad, or indifferent, we're always the same. That's the difference between us and them. And that's what I say on that, because that's another thing as well. They like for you to, it's like they will sit there, watch on your lives or watch your posts and then have it all done in a journal to then go out there and copy every aspect of who you are, thinking that they can then step into your shoes after they've taken you out. But yeah, here we sit and we ain't going nowhere. We'll ask for the sun card, Spirit, please and thank you. King of Cups, enough there. Can I get one more to go with the... I've already got a chance to get that out. Knight of Swords in the reverse. So someone was trying to come towards you in some type of aggressive. I'm kind of getting past intimidating, so I'm gonna have to go with like violent energy, like trying to force you or force your will or force themselves upon you. Like that's not gonna work. Like I don't I can never resonate with things like that. But yeah, that's what they thought anyway. And he can't come near you. I guarantee you. This is why they got to pay people. Because they know that they're blocked, not just from your energy, they're blocked from your life, they're blocked from your entire existence. But they're still trying to, it's like they're trying to hold on to the little threads of your garment. Do you understand? Because they want you to suffer because they're suffering. But see it from my perspective, they're suffering from their own actions, what they created. So them trying to silence people just proves they got more to hide than what they're showing on the surface. And they just assume that because we haven't spoke on it, that they believe we don't know anything. We don't need to know anything because we already see it. This is why you walk by faith and not by sight. Do you understand? But yeah, they're probably trying to block some type of well, there is a King of Cups. I'm getting that they've been trying to people that want to connect with you because they see your energy, but it's not matching up with the lies that they've been told, which I get. They might have believed it probably because these people are very convincing liars. I give you that much. You got to remember, some of these people are like old enough to be our parents. So you got to remember, they've had a whole lifetime to home in on their craft of lying. They've made like a whole career out of this shit. I'm telling you. So when you're thinking that these people have, I don't know, blood, sweat, and tears, and done the labor and had the ups and the downs to get to where they are, no, that's the biggest lie. Because when they allow you to believe those lies and don't correct you, and really, this is what they've been doing the whole time. The whole time. Some of them started in their early 20s, I'll be honest with you. And as time went on and it progressed, which is weird, they got really bitter, which makes no sense. When they're the ones doing the wrong, but yet though, when the people they discard heal, that makes them angry because they really spread a narrative. Do you understand? To get people to think that it was all that person. But these people, because I've had the same thing, they've told the same story about their exes. So everything they told you about their exes and put on this whole big Oscar-winning performance, they was literally, I kid you not, as God as my witness, they was literally describing their own character. But it's flipping, reversing the roles. That's all he was doing. I promise you. Let me see the Ace of Swords come out and confirm this shit. Don't play with me. But yeah, there's a King of Cups here that I feel they can't stop this person from coming in. They've been trying to. I don't know whatever black magic bullshit that they've been doing with their weird ass self, but that's on them. Point blank period. But yeah, this person sees who you are. And I also that whether they know or not, this person's fighting for you too. I feel as though for some of you, not all of you, some of you are even fighting. You've already what's the word when you say that you've already solidified the relationship already in the spiritual realm. It's already been solidified in the spiritual realm. And these people know this. Because they forfeited or they deliberately sabotaged their own connection for money. I might add that one as well. Let's just get that out there. For money. So I know that they're trying to do magic right now to try and stop my words from coming out and stop my train of thought and all that bullshit. It's not going to work. Told you. King of Swords in reverse. King of Swords in reverse. So this is a backstabber, a liar. It could be an ex, a stepfather, an uncle, a cousin, a brother, or just a group of men that really hate women. And they make a living out of stealing and binding the energy of divine feminines. And they have a, let's just say, best way I can describe it, they have a sweet delicacy for highly anointed empaths. That's their favorite of all, empaths. Mm-hmm. But yeah, bitter, narcissistic, they're a liar, they're a cheater, can't be trusted. But at the same time, don't let the looks fool you. That's what I will say. Because they like to present themselves as everything you could want in an individual. And this is why God said, you should go by how a person looks. What does their energy tell you? Do you understand me? What's their values? What's their core values? What's their morals like? Do you understand? What's their character like? And most people don't look at these things because these people like to distract that from you once they come into contact with you. For a lot of you, these people have been watching you from afar for a long time and manipulated the energy to set things in place deliberately to cross your path. And they also did magic too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what we call a dark, demonic, malignant narcissist. Mm-hmm. And for a lot of us, they're in our own family members. We just didn't realize it. So you do have lovers out there. And I believe that this is who this is. Mm-hmm. So to me, this strikes me as a divine union that can't be stopped. But let's be clear, damn sure they've been trying. But either way, it doesn't matter how long it takes. If this destined for you, it will happen. So if you're worried about it, don't stress about it. Do you understand? Just focus on what you need to do and just focus on keeping your discernment high. Do you understand? Because these people have set so many traps. And they're angry because you haven't fell in it. So they've actually exposed themselves with their own actions. But yeah, there's love in the air. Love is in the air. Every second, every sound. Love is in the air. And that's another thing as well. These people don't love themselves. They love items and jewelry and multiple sexual escapades. That's what they really love. But they dress it up and make you believe that they're holier than thou. No, they ain't. I promise you that. No, they ain't. Far from it. And I think the hardest thing is, or the hardest blow was knowing that the number one perpetrators was your own family members. Hey, yeah, they despise you. Yeah, because they know you are the Ace of Pentacles energy. Anything you touch is successful. Anything you put your hands to grows. It's literally like you're walking a lucky charm. Anybody to have you around them in their life is lucky. So some of the people that had your love or had you in their life didn't appreciate you. They abused you, discarded you after they used and drained you for whatever they wanted. So they thought they could keep chucking you away, chucking you like a yo-yo in it, throwing you away and then pulling you back, throwing you away and then pulling you back. But this time God said, hell no. Once you're woken, you awoke to the the pattern. I said the pattern of their behavior. Do you understand? I noticed that with a lot of things, and it was a hard pill to swallow. But the best part is accepting it, accepting it for what it is. Do you understand? Don't try to make it into something it's not, because then that's how they will keep you in that perpetual karmic loop, and then all the bullshit that they've been doing, especially to others, they'll project that energy onto you. And because you're an empath, they expect you to just take it. Hell no. Because that's what they've been doing this whole time anyway. But yeah, so they've been trying to take everything from you, hoping that you'll get so fed up with being abused, used, betrayed, lied on, slandered, stolen from, that you either one, give up, or two, take yourself out. Yeah. And you never did. It's like every time you pop up, they're seething. So at one point, I can't remember if it was a couple of days ago, I was putting cards, and weirdly enough, I've never felt this before. It literally like I felt steam coming out my ears, and it was ringing like. So like, I was looking around thinking like, is there a bell ringing somewhere? It was that loud, and I've never felt it that loud before. So I knew it was more than one individual that was either connected to you or a family member or possibly like an ex-partner. Because they're all working together. They just don't want you to know that they are. But for some of you, you've been speaking on it and speaking out, and they don't like that. They want to go to their grave with their dirty deeds and their secrets of all the things that they've done, including the fake marriages and the fraud signatures and the illegal hacking of devices. And this, you know, that is bigger than that, purely because when you've reported it, they've done nothing. Do I get sneaky and deceptive? Someone wants you to be like aggressive because of you found out certain things, basically. But it's gone to reverse, because now the same way they wanted you to react and you to behave, acting unhinged, angry, lashing out, that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. So that's what I'm saying. Everything that they wanted, that they've been wishing on you, praying for, in fact. Do you understand? Some of them even got altars with your picture, your name on it. All of that madness is going back to them. And just from their actions alone, people can see exactly who these people are. So they was doing, I think somebody was sat there waiting for whatever. They know what magic that they're doing, whatever them voodoo dolls, binding spells, whatever bullshit they're doing. But the point I'm trying to make is, when they go and pay these people, yeah, these people are like, yeah, it's gonna work. This person's gonna be gone in like 2 days, or they're gonna be out for the count, I don't know, by 3-4 days. And then for some odd reason, you might not post for a few days, you might be doing something else, and then you'll pop up again, and it's like they're losing their shit, because they're like, hold on a minute, like, you said this person wasn't gonna be here, because they've done so much shit. And that's what I'm saying to you. I'm kind of getting that they've either taken out things in your information, or they put a life insurance on your head and they want to cash in, or they owe people money and they can't pay, because God's making sure everything that they stole has been stripped from them. So everything that they did get, it's just fell through their fingers. And not only that, the same people that they're working with, do you really think they was going to allow you to have any kind of abundant life. No, you was just a puppet to them. And some of you might be coming to the conclusion of that. Do you understand? But I feel you're already seeing and feeling that no matter how much you believe these people cared about you or had your back, they don't give a rat's behind about you. And I think that in itself is the biggest crusher. Because then you're thinking to yourself, you did all that for what? Do you understand? And now you want to try and force other people the will because of your intrusion. That makes no sense. And it's not going to fly over here. So if anybody's been going through that kind of experience, just know it's all being handled. We ain't got to worry about a thing. Just focus on you and enjoying life. That's what I've been doing anyway. Yeah. No, they're at a stalemate, but this is how they wanted you. They wanted you like blinded on what to do, stuck in your head, anxious, upset, depressed, all the things, all the energies that would assist in like lowering your vibration, and you haven't done that. So obviously if they've sent you that energy and it's bounced off you and it's going to come back to them, this is them. And I think that's pissing them off even more because in area they know the more you elevate is the lower they decline basically. And it's showing. I'll just say that it's showing. And they don't like that. This is why they like to hack people's devices to make sure to try and control who you communicate with, which they have no authority and no right. So I would be doing exactly the same. I was just waiting for a specific time period to reclaim back my channel that they stole. I'm clarify confirm the Two of Swords collective energy. What else for the Two of Swords? What else is the collective needs to know, Spirit? What else is going on for the collective? For the collective energy this weekend, Spirit. Thank you. I cannot stand when these fall on the floor. So you're moving on to calmer waters. Oh, so they're still trying to hide it, basically. That's okay. So you're moving on to calmer waters either way. You're going to have harmony. You may even travel somewhere. For some of you, you've been wanting to travel, go. Don't let nothing hold you back. Go. You'll be safe because there's nothing they can do. Just remember, just don't tell the whole world. Do you understand? If you feel you can trust someone enough to just let them know that you're going to be traveling wherever it is, I wouldn't even trust that, I'm being honest with you. It is what it is. But it's up to you, innit? I can't tell people what to do. Do you know what I mean? Of course, they're still trying to hide things, but it makes no difference. Because anything we need to know, we'll always be aware of. Or they believe that there's things that are still hidden. But they don't realize we know a lot more than we speak on. We don't need to. Because we know they're sat in the chat watching anyway. Do you understand? Or they feel that we don't know that they've been working with karmic family members, even having secret affairs with karmic family members. The Page of Swords. Some of you felt delayed, or they want you to have some type of disappointing news. I have no idea what for, but it could be about a child, or I'm kind of getting it could be one or two things. Someone's getting disappointing news that a child isn't theirs. Yeah. So that's like a double whammy. Or on the flip side, possibly someone's claiming a child belongs to you and it doesn't. All they've got to do is do a DNA test and then find out. Do you understand? But these people will only use people that work under their little organization, their umbrella of organization, you see. But it's all coming out either way. There's nothing they can do to stop it. And for the most part, yeah, there are people that you've never met a day in your life, you don't know from a kind of paint, that are attacking you. But of course, they have to hide. But overall, you know the main perpetrators of all of this. I'll say that. You know the main perpetrators. So don't let them come around you trying to convince you, like, oh, I had nothing to do with that. Oh, you're mistaken. It wasn't me. Bullshit. Hence why they've been doing love spells, because they know you know. So they want to try and sway your free will, so to speak, to allow them back around you. That's never gonna happen. Never gonna happen. That's funny. Yeah, your gifts are bringing you success, and you're supposed to share your gift with others. But like I said, these people have been working tooth and nail to block you or try and turn people against you, flip the narrative on your character. But I strongly feel that people see right through these people. I mean, they've even gone, some of them even gone to the extent of, I know this probably because the way they kept hacking my phone and getting hold of my phone number without my consent. So that's illegal in itself. Do you understand? And then they would ring my phone and I wouldn't know who it was. I would answer, but then nobody would speak. So then you know what they would do? I don't know if that's a way for them, whatever software they're using, to be able to hack your device then, and then like alter messages in your phone to make it look as though you're contacting them, or you're in some type of contact with them, and it's bullshit. Do you understand? So for some of you, you've had to change your number multiple times. Continue to do so. Do you understand? But just don't give it out. And I did it. I know I can say this because I did it myself. Yeah. So I know it was my own cousin that did this. So I know now that you're a snake. Do you understand? Because only you had my new number. And then not even a week of me giving you that new number, my phone and my accounts get hacked all over again. They do the exact same thing. So it's obvious they've been doing the exact same thing. Hence why the dummy's on my YouTube channel right now as we speak. But that's okay, because you're just building up the evidence against you. So it's okay. It's all good. Keep it up. You're the one that's suffering, not me. So yeah. I was not in the reverse, so I'm getting it as you're planning your next moves. You're not just making rash decision like these weirdos do out of emotional energy. It doesn't make any sense. So you have emotional intelligence. You control your emotions very well, even if the people have been trying to provoke you left, right, and center, and he still failed. But you know, they're really angry, collective. They're really angry because you don't care. Now I find that really like mind-boggling, like. But I didn't even bother trying even work out why would they even think. I don't really care why they think the way they do. I don't care why they did what they did. Do you understand? All I care about is God's got my back, so is my spirit team, and I'm still standing. End of. But yeah, they wanted you to you're just basically pausing before you make your next moves, or you're planning ahead, if that makes any sense. But you're not broadcasting it, which is good. Because if you notice, we do a lot of tests, you plan or you share certain plans to people you think you could, or you just test them just to see, yeah. And then, not even by the end of that week, whatever word you were speaking about has been removed from the table or blocked in some way, shape, or form. Do you understand? Thing like that neighbors do it. This is why I don't say anything to anybody. Period. That's the best way to move. Do you know what I mean? Because they're stalking every aspect of your life. Even when you leave your house, like, yeah, you're being followed. I'm feeling like every cell tower is trying to listen if you're making any phone calls. They're monitoring what you watch. They're even monitoring your platform. I've seen it, which is, to me, is a crime, because how can you feel that you have the authority to stop certain individuals that you know people are supposed to connect to from connecting with you? I've seen that. I've seen people send me a message, and then as I've gone to open up the app, it's not there. So you know they've hacked your account. Do you understand? It's obvious. Page of Wands. But you got good news coming. For some of you, it's work related. I'm feeling there's something that you did wish for, or you prayed for, or something that you was aiming for, but you believed it was stolen. God's giving you back everything. Or it could be news of a child, possibly. But you have to just put it where it fits, if it fits in. I can say that. What else can we ask for the collective spirit, please, and thank you. What else we need to know about these karmic individuals and these little secret societies? Other than we're being celebrated. Well, I've been feeling that as well, like a celebration mood. Let me get one more. Okay. Before I even got a chance to, what I tell you, Queen of Wands in the upright. Don't play with me. Didn't I just say to you, yeah, if the Ace of Swords comes out, it's going to confirm everything I've just said. Don't play with me. The truth. Thank you. So their little attempts at trying to tennisword you is backfired. Because you already know the truth. You've been speaking on the truth. This is why they've been trying to silence you. They've done everything under the sun. Even trying to attack you in your dream state. Like, these people are like literally like the lowest form of entity. Because let's be clear, there's nothing human about these people with this kind of behavior. Absolutely not. Maybe it's all those dark energies that they summoned up, allow these people to consume their vessel just to get what they wanted. That's just like, brother, I need to get a little ringtone for that, like, brother, yeah, it's like skin crawling. Literally, like, words can't even describe the disgust. And it's like they know they can't come anywhere near you because they're like a repellent. I'm getting, and they're cursed. And now they're in the energy of shame and exposure. That's what you get in it. But yeah, I already said to them that whoever they worked with, whether it's now or to come, all's already happened. But the same 10 swords that they put in other people's back, basically they're gonna have done to them the same thing that they did to others. Absolutely. And they also know that we hold the key. This is why they've been trying to silence us. All right, I'll come and feed you in a minute. Get them calling. They're like, where's my breakfast? Oh, look, they're literally. That's right. I can't move the thing because otherwise, yeah. Oh, I need to just quickly go and feed them. I have to. I have to go feed them. I'll literally be 2 minutes. I'm coming. I'm coming. Sorry, I'll be back in 2 minutes. I'm coming. That's after. It's electrifying. Yeah, I knew he was gonna come. Little seagulls, the little thieves, little savages. Where was we? And it's like what they do is where they factor accounts, you sit there and they hide in your chat, but they hide incognito, and they just keep spying on and off, and they got the cheat to because they know you're telling the truth. So you only see those particular thumbs up because you know it's them, the same two people. Do you understand? The warlock and the Jezebel, the same Jezebel that's been impersonating the blueprint. Even wearing your clothes that they stole from your house, which is weird. Who does that? But yeah, you see the Queen of Wands? They try to emulate or mimic that energy. but yet though the actions don't line up. So when they're trying to project their true energy towards us, we know that what it is. You've got to send that back. Because they're in the reverse. They're the Queen of Swords in the reverse, period. And for a lot of you, there's a few of them, a couple of them, possibly up to like 3, 4, maybe even more than that. But you got 3 to 4 main ones, and they literally despise you. I don't understand. Like, why you despise that we breathe out? That doesn't make any sense. We're not doing anything, we're not bothering them. They're saying that they're not right in the head. They need to get some help. Yeah, they need to get help. Because you're hating someone you've never met. That makes no sense. But you lied and slept your way and manipulated to get where you are. And because we didn't follow that path, we didn't do the things that you do, you're angry. That makes absolutely no sense. So they continue to get calmer. The more they attack, they're just going to get backfires after backfires after backfires after backfires. They're probably sitting next to friends like, oh, I want to fight her. Let's jump her. They might be crazy. They ain't that crazy. They ain't that crazy. Because then that's not going to end well. You understand? That ain't going to end well. Anything else needs to add to this energy spirit, please and thank you. Collective and karmic energy. Anything else I need to let the masses know. Oh, so this is all your energies. You know, we actually encompass every arcana as well as every major arcana. Do you understand? It's not just the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Swords. What else is there? The Queen of Swords, Queen of Wands, Queen of Swords, Queen of Cups. The major arcanas, High Priestess, the Empress, the Temperance Angel. And they don't like that shit, you see? Because they know we are the abundance. Do you understand? We are the abundance. But they thought that they can just hijack someone else's energy, take over, take that person, take out the original person, and then continue to. This is like that Cinderella story, isn't it, with the ugly sisters. And Cinderella had like a size 5, and the ugly sisters were wearing like a size 10. It's like they're trying to squeeze their feet into shoes that don't fit them. And for some of you, they actually did, but you don't wear the same size feet. But they wore your clothes though. They absolutely did wear your clothes. And your people said, oh, we threw the clothes away. Why? You didn't throw them away. You stole the clothes along with the paperwork you stole that you altered. Do you understand? Fraudulently, might I add. And then force people's signatures on top of that. So then you can then go make fake IDs. You're getting caught. Okay? You're getting caught. Now, this is a romantic love proposal. I'm kind of getting possibly somebody younger. It is genuine though, but maybe they have all the right qualities. They may not be where they want to be, but it's not always about money. Do you know what I mean? From you got ambition, drive, you're honest, you're loyal, you're protective, you're loving, you're caring, you're empathetic. That's all that matters, isn't it? It's what you can build together. Do you understand? So this is why some people have no sense. You're looking at, oh, the man's got to have this, that, and the third. That's just like surface level characteristics. You need to be thinking deeper than that. Do you understand? Could this man be a good father? Is he good with his hands? Can he build things? Do you understand? Is he a good leader? Is he good at managing the finances? Can he manage a home? Is he able to support me and work with me? Do you understand? Not me live off of him. I don't. So you see women like that, and these are the things, these are the Jezebels that play these men so that they can have some type of Christian life. And they just think, oh, if I just act like a HOE, but yet no, you can't even be faithful to the person that you seduced in the first place, makes absolutely no sense. And you wonder why your asses have got STDs. You don't even have the self-respect to even protect your intimate organs. You're just out there giving it left, right, and center, bareback. Like, who does that? And you have the audacity to speak on a divine empress. This is why you should choke on every nasty word that comes out your mouth. God should make you choke on that shit, boo-boo. But yeah, it might be someone younger too. So put it where it fits. If it doesn't, it doesn't. It is what it is, isn't it? I said what I said. Yeah, I know they presented as they're ravaging all the peanuts. Animals. So what you got to do is you got to put out a little bit first, let them ravage that, wait a bit, because they know a routine, not stupid, innit? They like to come out early and just ravage everything. They don't think about sharing or saving anything with anybody else. Do you know what I mean? So let them think, yeah, they got the lot. Then I go to wherever spots they go to strategically. So whilst they're going off to the next spot, then I'll go back out and put out the amount that I want to put out. Because I know the squirrels, the pigeons, the white tips, they'll get it. The little robins, the blackbirds, the ravens, they will get little peanuts. You understand? But yeah. Anything else to add to this one, Spirit, please, and time? What did I say to you? We're all the arcanas. Oh, it flew on the chair right next to me, mine. That's so cute. That's so cute. But I must say, somebody's fighting. I told you. Because I kind of felt a weird energy. Especially when I was out. Excuse me. Especially if you're in a certain vicinity for a long time, because obviously you can pick up the energy of everybody around you, even the tree, even the birds. So you know when shit's gonna go down, you can sense it, but then you get someone, I don't know if they're under the influence or maybe a bit drunk, that will start acting erratic around you or near you, innit? Just remove yourself from the air and just go somewhere else. Do you understand? But yeah, they're fighting amongst themselves. There's a lot of fighting, but they kind of wanted it to be you, or they wanted you to like get into arguments and fights with other people and disagreements. This is all the magic they've been sending to a lot of us. Some more than others, I have to say. It is what it is. But yeah, and it hasn't worked. You can kind of pick up on it just from their facial expressions, what they say, their body language. Do you understand? And if you genuinely are intuitive like I am, you'll know. Do you understand? Just from the first few seconds of interaction, you'll know. They try and hide it very well, but that doesn't work. But yeah, somebody's having some sort of disagreements. Yeah, there's fighting in the camp. And I kind of getting for some of them. You might even get physical. You know, when they say there's no honor amongst thieves, now everybody's side-eyeing everybody else. Because you can't trust them. But I already said, and I think if you look back on the videos that I did do, I did say the same people you work with are going to be the ones that's going to rat you out. Someone's going to get so overwhelmed with their emotions and their anger that they can't contain it. Do you understand? Either going to do something stupid and blow the whole thing open, or they're just going to go and sing like a canary just to be spiteful, or just to try and cover themselves in some way, shape, or form. But that's not going to work because you're still going to receive the judgment, period. I told you, Queen of Pentacles. So we always come out women of worth. We're capable, practical, business minded, logical. Do you understand? Problem solver. Like we will analyze every aspect until we come to the right conclusion. Doesn't matter how long it takes, that's how we operate, basically. Whereas other people that brains are not wired like our brain is wired, won't do that. How can I explain it? Right, I'll explain it like this. When I used to be bad, because like 10, 15 years ago, I used to be bad, but I had a different life then. So when I was like drinking alcohol and taking drugs, my brain was wired differently, if that makes any sense. I just didn't care if that makes any sense. But every day you got to think of, oh, but I wouldn't do shit like what these people have done. I didn't go to that extent, like little minor things like shoplifting and stuff like that. So I think, oh, how can I make this money? Do you understand? So you'd have to go to different shops. You can't go back, keep back to the same shop because that's how you get caught easily. Do you understand? You can't go wearing the same shit or taking the same route because once they see your routes, they sit and wait for you. And I know this because I got caught like that. So do you understand? You always got to think a step ahead. Do you understand? So every day it was like I would have to, in my mind, strategically map out exactly where I'm gonna go, how I'm gonna get there. Do you understand? And exactly what I'm gonna get. Even roughly working out how much money I would need for that day or for the couple of days, whatever the case may be. Do you understand? And then I'll have to work out what am I gonna wear, how am I gonna have my hair, what even everything from head to toe, because obviously they got facial recognition in it. Do you understand? It's like I don't know, my brain was just like that, strategic like that. So now healed, drug and alcohol free, you put it to better use, you put it to the right use that I should have been doing back then in it. But obviously I had to go through that to get to here, so I get it. I'm not bitter about it. It is what it is, isn't it? So I learned by my own experiences and my own past mistakes. Do you understand? I think that's another thing that makes these people angry. Excuse me, because some of these people are like old enough to be our parents. Do you understand? And they're still doing the same dumb shit over and over and over and over and over again. The only difference is that now they're harming and taking people out without a second thought. They don't care who they do it to. And that's why they're shitting bricks. That's why they keep trying to block people, because they know the karma that they're gonna get. Ooh, I won't want to be them. Which is why they keep roping other people into their bullshit, hoping that once you associate with these individuals and you start doing a little dirty deeds to assist these people, they're just spreading out their karma amongst all of you. Do you understand? And I said that time ago, but no one wants to listen, so it is what it is. But yeah, we ain't gonna be fooled. And we know exactly who we are. And that can't be stolen. Even that as well, like you I've told my story before on other platforms, and these people had the audacity to get my shit shadow banned, but yet though present my life story and my traumas like it was theirs. Just like these people are fake. Do you know what I mean? Because don't you think that had we not had the experience that we had and still found God, we wouldn't be here now. Do you understand? We would be evil, bitter, and hateful, and running around with SATAN. Do you understand? Okay, I have to say it like that because when you say it a certain way, they like to report your life or say that you're what is it, or say that you're using hate speeches and lies like that, and it's like no, that just clearly shows you're hitting a soft spot, you're hitting the nail on the head. They don't like that. They don't like the truth, which makes no sense. I will always speak the truth. It doesn't matter what you do to me. You can hack my device as much as you like. You can steal like you've been stealing anyway, but either way, you're going to pay. It is what it is. And the lies you've been telling, you're just speaking about yourself. And you've got the audacity to be like, oh, we need to be taken down a peg or two. The only person that needs to be taken down a peg or two is you. Because we don't sit around boasting and bragging about the people that we go out there and feed, sometimes on a daily basis. We don't go out there bragging and recording and be like, yes, this is what I'm doing, just to get status for them things. No, you don't. Because if that was genuine, you wouldn't have a camera in someone's face saying, yeah, look what I'm doing this, when really that's not who you truly are. Do you understand? Anybody that knows me, I've been this person from day one. Even when I didn't have shit. That's the difference. Which don't match up with your lies. Do you understand? So when you want to use your local word witchery, do you understand? Or offer people a bribe to believe your bullshit or to spread your bullshit, keep it up. Because I know who I am. That's not going to change. Ever. Exactly. Your success through your own effort. You're gaining your own recognition for your own hard work. That these people cannot steal. Do you understand? And they don't like it because they've done it to so many people. I kid you not. And they're not here to speak for themselves. But the biggest point I want to make, these people are bitching at the fact of the little karma that they're feeling now, yeah? But yet, though, when they torture these other individuals just to steal from them, torture people to their own demise, they laughed, they celebrated, they partied. Words could not describe the disgust. Like, literally, my gut is like, it makes my gut cringe, literally. And there's people that you knew. Some of them your own family members. It is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing no more. I suppose it's weird how people like to push lies and false narratives and misleading others and lying to people but extorting them at the same time. But people must like it because you're like lambs to the slaughter. And there's a part in the Bible where God does actually say in it, you're perishing because of your own willful ignorance. Because you're believing the wrong people. You're following the wrong people. And I ain't going to change. Look who's on the bottom. We already beat the devil, so it is what it is. Ready beat the devil. Ready beat the devil. Daddy. So we know that these satanic people control all this like social media technology. No matter what you do, you couldn't take my 10 cups. No matter what you tried, you couldn't take my 10 cups. No matter what you tried, you couldn't take my 10 cups. Ooh! Oh, so you gotta laugh. I told you. They could never. You are loved. You're gonna have everything you ever wished for, everything you deserved. Do you understand? Regardless of what these people have done to you, they want you to feel as though you're not worthy. How are you not worthy? You're not carrying any ill feeling. You're not bitter. And the fact that they bullied and bribed and con people into not supporting you or not helping you in any way, shape, or form, I'm glad they did that. Because not that I went to anybody anyway, but people that should have been there to support me that wasn't, I'm glad you didn't. Because guess what? You ain't got no claims to nothing I've done from the minute I was thrown out my parents' house at 10 years old to this present day. Exactly. Because God did it for me. End of. And that's what you don't like. So now who have you got now to spread your false narratives to? Because people see, don't get it twisted. I know, because when I see these people, people, it's like they look angry just to see your face. It makes no sense. And I kind of sense, I just don't say anything. Or some of them where you might have gone to like just say hello because you're polite. And it's like they've kind of like blatantly like shunned you in like a rude way, like, oh, I ain't got time, I'm in a rush. Okay. But remember that. That's a telltale sign. They can't bear to face you, but yet they can sit behind a little telephone or camera screen and watch you. Exactly. They hate your strength. They didn't realize how strong you were, did they? No. I bet you do now. I mean, you have to be strong. You think about all the things these people have done, but they want to act like you're crazy. How? I live a normal life. I pay my bills on time. I take very good care of myself. In fact, I take better care of myself than I've ever done in my whole existence. Do you understand? That's what the real issue is. That you put yourself first and you put yourself as a priority now. That's a problem to them. When they've been doing this your whole life. Does that make any sense, collective? Exactly. So it is what it is. And I make no apologies for putting myself first. But obviously things had to play out the way it did. Do you understand? So you can't tell me nothing. And we're still thriving. No matter what they try to steal and hack. Like these weirdo exes on and the weird siblings on your YouTube. Enjoy it while it lasts. Enjoy it while it lasts. And the warlock, Masonic stepfather. They like to unalive your parent. And if any of the family members, in fact, ooh, I won't want to be you. Kind of my ancestors are not playing about that one. What's done in the dark always comes to light. And I ain't a threat, that's a promise. I swear I just seen a card drop. See, my friends have come back now. Where did that go? But anyway, oh, there it is. There it is. Ooh, ooh. Ooh, look what came out. Ooh, ooh. Look what came out. Ooh, ooh. The tower in the reverse. Got the tower in the reverse. You know what that means, don't you? Everything in their life is crumbling and falling apart. But they trying to hide it. They don't want people to know. And you know what the crazy thing is, collective? They're blaming us. That makes no sense. You need to blame yourself. You need to take a good look in the mirror. Okay? You get what you put out. Just that you were stealing what we should have been getting when we put out our own work. And you just don't like that. You can't do that anymore. And don't worry, we have bigger plans. Bigger plans. I was going to pull some more, but... Oh, damn. My focus is on something else, actually. There's a few things I need to do, collective. Okay, so... I'll be back whenever, I suppose. Whenever the breeze takes me. But I would probably, I'll give you a wisdom card, and that's it, and then I'm going. Can I get something from the wisdom cards? Please, Spirit, please, and thank you for the collective, please. What messages would you like them to know? What guidance do they need to hear at this time? In these dire straight times. Not for us, anyway. But they want you to be in that energy, don't. Just relax. Go with the flow. If you know, you know, innit? If you don't, just be mindful of who you choose to get your information from, because like I said, some people are just very convincing. That's what you get when you've got little hands, innit? I have to split it in two. My hands can't fit around all of it. So I'll take two from each. I want to. See, they've come back. Can you hear them? I don't want to put it out, guys, unless the seagulls are gone. I'm not doing it. You know, they're just going to steal it. Yeah, that's the sea. They're still out there. I can hear them. And they know it too, so. Council of all beings. Huh. Look at that. Read them and weep. Read them and weep. So yeah, I'll tell you what these are now. We got 8 Earth, 6 Maze, 21 Council of Beings. Ooh, look, 2021. 2021. And number 20, HighPriestess. Alright, I'll tell you exactly what that is. Let me start with the main ones, which is 2021. Right. The Priestess card. I'll literally just give you a couple lines because this is quite a lot of writing out here. It says, Wisdom, as the sun sets and the moon rises, the pilgrim climbs into the branches of the world tree to sleep. She dreams of signs and synchronicities, messages and marvels that arrive like birds, paradise with fruits and seeds to feed her soul. The essence, woman's mysteries, mysteries in between self-knowledge, magic, and manifestation, wisdom, prophecy, destiny, spiritual leadership, sacred light. So you're a sacred light. And your magic is this is funny. It says you are a menstruating woman. It's time to learn your mysteries. Pay attention to the timing of the moon cycle and yours, and to your feelings, intuition, and dreams, regardless of your gender or identity. Oh, that's a good idea, actually. I'm going to try that. Yeah, I'll give you this one next. Okay. Wisdom is makers of magic have always met where air, fire, water, and earth intersect. This was the word of our ancestors, a word of enchantment, harmony, and family. Not for me, it wasn't. Only the ones that have passed. Yeah, but the ones that are still living, hell no. Grandmothers had wings and brothers leaves. Aunts had fur, cousin fins, and the earth was our mother. Yeah, that sounds more like it. I'll just give you what her magic is. Create a circle, preferably outdoors, honoring the four directions, the sun above, earth below, and your heart in the center. Invite the planet and animal peoples, your ancestors, and the compassionate beings of spirit to be with you. Observe the divine wisdom embodied by nature. So if you know, you know. If you don't know, try and know. It's all for your best interest. So we got 6 earth, 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 earth. There we go, earth. These cards are really different. 8 earth, sorry. 8 of earth, wisdom. Your essence is go outside, know where you are, pay attention to the spirits of the land. Humility. Your magic is wherever you are, there's a spirit of place. Journey. Meditate using grounding and guided visualization to meet that spirit. It may appear as an animal or plant or a mythic being or person. Ask what it needs and do what it asks. Welcome the beginning of a beautiful, magical, and deeply healing relationship for you both. Try it and seeing it, I don't know. And then the last one, it's got number 6. It's the maze. Yeah. Your essence is inhibitions, disruption, uncertainty, risk taking, let go, and be here now. And your magic is do the opposite of something you have carefully planned. Say no when you feel you must say yes. Go outside when you want to stay in, especially if it's raining or snowing. Help someone you don't know. Give something away. Taking a stray. Get to know the you that's been hiding away. If it fits, it fits. But yeah. I shall just leave it there. Because there's thieves everywhere.